With some quick hot buys on at the sale, Randy is forced to sell off some cattle. A bit unexpected, Randy gets a little bit emotional, right in the feels. Nobody wants to see a grown man cry. Get it together, Randy. This is episode 48 of Elk Mountain.
Hello everybody, how's it going? We got a busy day today. We got some stuff to sell, some cows to feed, some bales to put away, and a couple other things possibly on the agenda. Who knows, but we're into November, kind of the last little push here before winter. Might get some snow, that would be nice. We only really got a little bit in kind of the end of, well, the start of the year, but the end of the winter season there. And it looks like, yeah, our contractor, we did give him a call and see if he could show up this morning, because, you know, we were having some issues with our eggs. They just weren't working out, you know. For some reason, only 2 pallets would really spawn at the most before it would give out, and obviously that's not what we're looking for. You know, we could use the pallet pusher when there's 2, but that's kind of difficult, so, you know, we were looking at maybe some different shed options and stuff like that, and, you know, since the first few iterations of this haven't really worked out, you know, he's going to swap it out for us just, like, on the house. Like, we won't have to pay anything, obviously, because, well, this one isn't working, so we'll get it fixed up, and it shouldn't really cost us much, thankfully. We only have like $2,500 left in the bank account, so we're probably going to get those eggs sold. I don't even know why the rest of these haven't been going in. I don't know what's going on here, but we'll get it all sorted out. Might even be for the better that they didn't go in there, because we're going to need to sneak those guys out, so hopefully we can get that sorted at some point today, because eggs are actually at their highest price, so unfortunate that we don't have a lot of them. You know, that was, we were kind of not banking on that, but really hoping for a lot of that extra income this year. And you know, we're gonna take out, we have all of our canola in here, as you can see, pretty much a full load, so we do need to get that sold today because it's at its highest price now. So that is awesome, and I suppose while we are down here, it doesn't hurt to just keep up quickly on top of our cows. And speaking of the cows, you know, it might be time to start selling some. We've had them for so long. They're about $3,500 a head for some of our oldest cattle. So we have 12 that are 37 months, I believe, and 12 that are at 36 months. So if we sold all of those for about $3,500 a head, that's a fair bit of money. So that might be something to be on the agenda for today. And obviously, I think we do want to replace them with some dairy cows. We don't want to just have no cows coming back in return, and try and start working on some of this milk, you know, maybe start turning that into some butter, or even just selling it as is, who knows. But just getting a little bit more income out of the cows, because we put so much money into them. Obviously, if we were just selling all of the resources that we put into them just to feed them, we'd be making a lot more money. So if we can just kind of get milk going, you know, I think that obviously would be better. Beef has just been, it's been a really tough venture, honestly, especially starting off. So, I mean, it is what it is, but we'll get them fed up again. We already have invested, obviously, in all these resources to get them going. So it would be a shame to just abandon them altogether. So we're definitely going to keep it going. We're just going to switch it up. Just taking a quick peek. Looks like we're out of silage, which is okay. We do have a fair bit just over here. So we'll get that topped up at some point today as well. And we can continue making some, so that way we have lots of feed for our cows. Looks like this is almost topped up. Alright, looks like we're actually out of mixed ration that is made. So thankfully we did top it up with a bit of silage. Obviously it's not full. We probably could have gotten away with 2 loads, but that's okay. It'll be enough to get it going for the day. And we can carry on with some other stuff. So we'll probably go get that canola sold and maybe stop by the store on our way back. I don't know, just check it out, see what's in store. Haha. Get it? Alright, and we're heading somewhere different today. Clearwater Cooperative. They do have the highest price, so a little bit different. Normally the feed store offers us the best, but you know what? We're checking out a new part of town, and nothing wrong with that. I kind of like it, so we'll probably get this dumped off and see how much they give us for us. Like I said, we had like 2,500 bucks before, so anything will do, but you know, we'll see what we get. Alright, well, they treated us well. $38,400, so that is a nice paycheck from the cooperative there. And if they keep up with prices like that, then it's definitely worth the trip. If we can put on the brakes here. Totally did not mean to run that, but the brakes on this truck are not the best. I mean, we don't have a full load here, so if we did, we would definitely probably have tipped over there or not have made that. Good thing there was not a vehicle around. So let's check out the shop while we're in town here. What's up, boys? Alright. Whoa. 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 300 horsepower. Oh my. Ah. There's so many good things here. This is can get up to 300 horsepower. What is this right now? 240. Interesting. This possibly could be worth selling the 7 Series for. Let's see what it can go up to. 300. Of course, the 7 Series has 350, but this would still do the job. I mean, it would 80,000 for that. For that new, yeah, we definitely can't do that. So, as is at 240, that's still pretty good. I do like this tractor a lot, and it's definitely something I've looked at getting in the past. So that's something that's, ooh, you never know. And this as well. I mean, we're talking about getting a wheel loader. You know, it'd be useful for manure, even hauling trees around, stuff like that. And again, take the load off the 7 Series. We wouldn't need the front loader to do things like that, so that could be really useful. This one is the smaller of the bunch, too. You know, only 106 horsepower, but I don't think we would really need too much more. And really, if it was much bigger, I don't think we'd even be able to get at the manure pit. So that's definitely something to consider as well. Alright, we're probably just going to get our couple other pallets taken out of this guy, and then we can probably load them up with some eggs, maybe some maple syrup, but we'll probably just take the first round of eggs, go from there. Might even be worth taking the gooseneck and putting a couple different products on there, but who knows, at that point, may as well take the semi-truck, right? Oh my gosh. Watch where you're going, Randy! Alright, just taking a quick little inventory of our attachments that we kind of have, what we use, we don't use. And, well, we bought this silage, well, I don't know, silage wrapped bale handler, I believe it is. That turns into silage, that's what I was thinking of that. But I initially, when I was just looking at it, I was like, oh, what is that? It kind of looks like a log fork, but of course it is not. And we aren't making wrap bales anymore. It was kind of goofy the one time we did use this. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth us having anymore. Probably something we could sell, so we're just going to take this opportunity to just throw it in the back of the truck here. And next time we get to the store, we'll sell it. The other things that we have around there, I don't know, I suppose those front loader attachments and all that kind of stuff, if we were to get that tractor and wheel loader, we wouldn't really need anymore. Even the bucket, you know, and the bale fork attachment there, and obviously the front loader attachment itself. So those are all things that would just add up to help out, and of course selling the 7 Series would be a fair bit. I think last time we checked it was over 100,000, so that would actually just pay for the tractor itself. Of course it wouldn't be quite on par with the 7 Series because it doesn't have as much horsepower yet, but that is something that we could upgrade in the future. But you know, it'd still be cheaper than getting something that is massive, so you never know. Alright, we were getting distracted thinking of shiny new tractors. But yeah, we're gonna rip over, pick up the few eggs we have. I mean, we don't really have that many. We could probably get away with just hand bombing them into our trailer and yeah, try and figure out if we can see a solution here. For some reason, this patch of grass is just almighty. It does not go away, and yeah, I don't know, something about it. It's seems to grow back every month at a rapid pace. So, not really sure what that's about, but hopefully we can get it fixed or covered up or something. Alright, this one's going to be the heaviest. Lift with your back. Alright, you're starting to squat. It really helps. Alright, we'll get this drop down there. I guess, maybe. Push it back, there we go. Little scooter boot. Little boot scooting boogie. We'll get this last one dropped in there. If we don't trip and break our ankle on the way. Oh. This grass, I'm telling you, it's spooky. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's decent. Get in there, guy. Perfect. Alright. Strappy pooed. And that'll have to do, yeah. I mean, at least we do have our eggs out of this guy now. So it might be time for him to go. I'm not really sure what other options are there. I think this guy's just kind of going through the catalog trying to figure that out. So we'll get this guy closed up. We probably could fit some other stuff in there, but we don't want to crush the eggs. So we'll probably just take those as is. And I'm guessing Karen is, she's going to be the lady to take them to. So we'll probably see you there. Alright, we're just going to quickly get this bale handler sold off since we're nearby. We used it so little we don't even have to repair it, so a quick, cool $1,200. Repaint it, whatever, here's some touch-up paint. Hey, and now we actually did get over $1,200. Sweet. Good morning, Karen. How are you? Yes, I have eggs. I know, it's not nearly as much as I was telling you about, but I mean, well, do you want them or not? Okay. Alright, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, we have made it back, and yeah, we got 16 thou from Karen, so, you know, she always treats us very nice. So, that is, that's awesome. We'll see what we can do here with the chickens, because, yeah, I think that's crucial. I mean, we made 16,000 from, like, not even 4 full pallets or something like that. So, I mean, if we could get that rolling even more, that would be amazing. So, yeah, let's see what we can do here. Alright, well, it doesn't look like much, but this is it. We'll see how it works for now. It is taking the little bit of eggs that we did have here before, so that's good. We got rid of this little patch of grass, but, I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll grow back. You can still see it's already a little bit underneath there, but what can you do? We'll probably just leave this running for the day. I don't know if eggs will be spawning and then going directly in, or if we'll have to assist them. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it for the rest of the day, over the winter at least, and, you know, at the end of the day, we'll probably get some landscaping done. Hopefully, clean it up a little bit because, I mean, we've absolutely made a mess of this area, and the shed's kind of just right in the middle of the road almost. So we'll have to, yeah, make it a little bit more appropriate, and we can go from there. So that's good. Now that we're down here, it might be worth it to just finish up kind of our little chores with the cows. Our trailer is empty, of course, which is fine. We have a few options of trailers now. We did use the forage wagon, which seemed to work out. And we do have all this firewood that we want to get to as well. It's been a little while, so I feel like there's a lot to do. We probably should go pick up those bales as well. Tend to that. I mean, the work just kind of never stops, so lots to do. We'll continue to keep an eye on those chickens because, yeah, those are going to be important. Oh my god. And that's what you get when you play with fire. Oh my gosh, at least they fell the other direction. You know what? It was looking so good, literally, not even a minute ago. And now it looks horrible. Why? Why, Randy? But you know what? At the same time, it's matching the other side. So if we get that put away, look at. Twinning. Yeah. Alright, we got, well, our cows kind of dealt with, the hay dealt with, and I think it might be time to deal with some of these cows. This trailer's been sitting here for a while. Good old reliable Wilson, looking nice and shiny. And we're going to put him to work because, well, I think it's time. Alright, just having a peek. As you can see, 36... This is where it's interesting. 36 months, $3,500. These ones are 37 months, $3,458. So a little bit cheaper for a month older. So that's where I'm thinking 3,500 might be the high point where, you know, 36 months is kind of like peak because obviously, you know, they still have a little bit of reproduction in them. If you go beyond that and they can't reproduce anymore, they just really are losing their value completely. So I think we're going to try it out. We're going to take all of these guys. Of course, I think we do have 12, and that's the most we can put in our trailer. So we're going to get them loaded up into the Silver Star here. And looking good. You know, just almost want to just take a moment. You know, these guys have been here with us from, like, pretty much day one. And 4 years, 3.5 years in the making. They're going back to their home. But they've lived a decent life with us, you know. I feel like we've done them pretty well. We've grown a lot with them and really learned a lot. And I feel like all the future cattle we have are kind of thanks to these guys. You know, they're going to get looked after so well, hopefully. You know, a big thanks to these ones for just starting that process and getting us to where we are today and where we'll be in the future. Alright, let's see how our backing up skills do compared to, well, our first time in here. This, I feel like, was one of the first places we started backing up our big semi-trucks. And, well, we've come a long way with backing up most other things. We're not perfectly aligned, but, you know what, I think once the gates swing open, it'll be just fine. So expecting, just quick maths, if they're going for about 3,500 a piece, we have 12 of them. So 10 of them would be 3,500, so give or take. Let's call it, or 35 grand. So let's call it 35 grand. I know it's going to be a little bit more, I'm expecting, but we'll find out. Alright, we have made it back with our first round of dairy cows, like a full trailer full. How exciting is that? So we'll get these guys moved into the husbandry. They can join up with their friends over there. And what are these guys? 32 months. So those are coming along pretty well. We're going to pick up this batch, another 12 head of cattle, 3,500 apiece. So we know we can expect, 41,500 minimum, because I think those ones actually that we sold before were the cheaper of the two, so we'll probably get another $50 a head. So that's exciting. That adds up for sure. We got lined up nice and straight for this one, so feeling good there. It's payday. Love to see it. All right, 42,000 on the dot for these guys. So that's awesome. That's enough to buy something fancy if we wanted it to. So looking good there. Of course, there's a lot more animals here just around that we could eventually look at getting into. But, we're still learning a lot of stuff. And, hey, we're having issues just with our chickens right now. Oh, my gosh. We wanted to get more dairy cows, Randy. All right. All aged up from the sale. He's just ready to get home. I think we're going to throw some sauce into the works and get some brown cows. They do produce milk as well, so, I don't know, just all black and white Holstein? I don't know, some brown Swiss? What do you want from me, guy? They cost the same, so why not, Get a little more color on the farm. I like that kind of silky brown they got. Of course, they're not as cool, fluffy like the Highland cows, but, that's all right. We can imagine they are. Alright, just coming back now. And things are looking good. Alright, I suppose we can get the truck shut off. And, geez, that daytime just dwindles fast once you get into these winter months, hey? It's wild. You want to get stuff done. You're so used to being so busy in these summer, spring months. And then you kind of just run out of daylight. But that's okay. Oh boy. Alright, let's just check really quick. Alright, we'll throw on a couple more of those parts that we got. 107,000. I think, that's going to cover it. We could even do the paint if we really wanted to and make some more of a profit, because we know, the more expensive it is to repair and repaint, ultimately the more value you get out of it, and you just make a little bit more profit. You might make 50 bucks, 100 bucks there on some of these smaller ones, but if you're spending 40 grand to repaint it, you might make 5 or 6 grand in profit from that. So could be worth it when we get it down to the store. All right, I guess we should load up some of these attachments as well, or maybe not. We do have an actual front loader. I don't think it's ever going to get used with the logs, but the bucket might be worth it to hold on to for just for future, but yeah, I think this guy can go, and probably even the bale fork, because I don't think we're going to be using the front loader for that at all either, considering we have the telehandler. I know we're making some Austin Powers like turns right here, but we kind of came at it awkwardly, so that's all right. We'll go pick up that bale fork, and we'll get the 7 Series packed up for its final trip on and off the ranch. Today is turning out to be an unexpectedly emotional day on the ranch. Definitely Was not expecting this, you know. Just kind of was thinking we would sell a couple things. Do I still have the lights on the John Deere? Come on, man, you're ruining my speech. I'm trying to be all sentimental and whatnot. Oh, boy. Oh, my. Anyways, you know, we were just thinking, hey, finally we're going to get to this firewood that we've been itching at. You know, it's been a while. And then next thing you know, our Angus cows are looking good for sale. You know, another tractor, another Fendt, another large Fendt at that came on sale, and we turned down the last one. This one is a little bit cheaper, not quite as massive, but I think it'll be a great welcome addition to the farm. So I think it's time for the 7 Series to go. It's done us great, and it's gonna just completely actually pay for that other tractor, possibly even some repairs on it as well, because of course it is used. So hopefully we can get a couple repair parts. But you know, yeah, just saying goodbye to a lot of things that have been with us from pretty much day one here. So, you know, it's bittersweet. It's a sign of progression, but it's definitely things that will be missed. Alright, we'll just get the one bale fork just dropped off, and then we can pick up the other attachment there. And get it all repaired, repainted, and sold off. Hopefully everything's still in store for us. Oh my god, could you imagine if someone else bought it? That's happened to us a few times, whether it be contracts, tractors, yeah, just little things like that. Trailers. Alright, we'll get this guy on there. And we'll get this butt moving. We should be making at least $165,000 from this, and if we don't, I'm not going to be happy. Let's see. 171. All right. Yeah, we made like 6 grand, 5-6 grand profit off that. What did I say earlier? Come on. Oh, yeah. All right. 100. Wow. 171,000 selling this guy. That's a beast. Gosh, that really adds up, hey? All right, let's sell that 220,000. Oh, boy. Alright, well, we committed moment of truth. Those better still be there. At least the tractor. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Okay. Whoa, this is cool. I don't know if we need that because we don't really have a bunker silo. But yeah, I kind of want to get these things bought. You know, we could buy both of those and we're still looking good. You know, there's even a small one. You know, we could just switch to a whole Fendt fleet. But, not right now. Not right now. Okay, this guy. Let's just see. There's a few different standard tire options that it come with. I do like the Continentals for sure. Standard wheels. Those twin wheels are fat, and I think that is definitely something that we're going to look into in the future when this thing's upgraded. Wow, I really like that. I'm not going to lie. I do like the forced structure. I was, you know, the wheel loader I was kind of thinking could do that stuff, but if we could throw a cage on this, I suppose we would need another front loader. So, I mean, we just sold our log fork, so, like, no. But putting the wides on there would be useful as well. Front fenders, yes or no? I don't know, I kind of like them, even though it has the twins. It won't always have the twins, but it just kind of makes it look that much more, like you just notice that they're that much wider. You know, it looks a little cleaner, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't think we really need the signs, honestly. Work lights. I think we could throw on some extra lights. 3-point attacher on the front is probably useful. We can always buy a weight. But, yeah, I think that's pretty good. I do kind of want to stick with just the stock colors, honestly. Because I think they just look nice, you know. There's obviously some different options here, which we could look into changing in the future if we wanted to. But I do kind of like this the faded green with white wheels are always nice on a tractor. Those look a little bit more, well, not white, but creamy than I would have thought. But we're going to go with the classic Fendt look here. We could even be absolute sauce bosses and upgrade the engine, but we'll save that for another time. I suppose, do we need the 3-point attacher? Do we really use it that much? I don't know if we will, but we can always get it in the future. So we're just going to leave the front weight on there. We do have some extras. We are going to go with the twin wheels just right out the gate because, well, we're going to want to get them back home. It's going to look kind of gnarly on the gooseneck, though. That is for sure. So we committed. We bought it. It's done. And this is the next thing we're here for. Luckily, it is still here. They are a lot of good options here. Of course, I just do like the Continentals. He's got some really deep treads, which are great. Same with the Michelins, are looking good. But the Nokians, I'm not the biggest fan of the communal tires for the Nokians, but I am a big fan of the Nokians in general. So I'm not really sure which to do. They're a little bit different looking, which is interesting. But, you know, we can always swap them around if we would like to. But, you know what? I think maybe we'll just go with the Continentals as well. And we should probably get some attachments for that big dog. I suppose, what is that? A wheel loader all the way down here. Geez, so yeah, we got some... Gee, things are just expensive, these buckets. This one looks like it is a little bit more expensive, but can hold 500 more liters. I don't know. I suppose if you're paying that much, it's worth the extra $1,000. I don't know if a pallet fork is necessary, but a log fork sure would be. I don't know if we want to go from the one above. Which one is going to be easier to grab stuff with? This one looks like it does have a nice flat edge kind of scoop on the bottom, so that could be good, whereas this one kind of just looks like it's got those big teeth. Yeah, I feel like it would be more stable with this one, but I'm not really sure. We maybe could try different stuff out if we need to. A silage fork, I don't really think we need either, but yeah, I think a high dump bucket for sure. I kind of want to just... Is this weird that I want to go with the cheaper one because it's black and matches? If we had like a Caterpillar or something, I would totally get that one, but I think this will be fine. You know, it's 500 liters. That's all right. And we'll pick up the log fork while we're here as well. And I think we should maybe stop spending money before we get too crazy with it. While we're here, let's just take a little peek. I mean, he's cute, but we're good. We're good. Let's go check out what we got. Oh, look at that beast. Oh my gosh. What did we get ourselves into, boys? And girls. And farmers. And dogs. Animals. Unicorns. Turtles. Alright, you know, it was probably smart to get the smaller attachments because we didn't get, like, the massive wheel loader. Of course, we just got this guy. That was on sale. So that is pretty good. And you know what? I think if we just load it right, we can get this bucket on here and we can pick up the log fork and we'll be able to get all that on here. Of course, the tractor, yeah, no way that's going to fit on this guy. I mean, has that stopped us before? No. But we have the wheel loader. I mean, we got to pick one or the other. Of course, we could just ask the shop to bring it back, which might be an option because, well, the sun's going down and, oh my gosh, articulation. It is getting to be the end of the day. Wow, see, this log fork is, yeah, this is huge. I think, yeah, this is a nice scoop. I think I'm going to quite like that, actually. So, cool beans. Alright, this is going to be its new home. So we'll get them unloaded, and hopefully the fence here soon. I suppose if we were thinking, we wouldn't have parked right in front of the shelf where we're going to be putting attachments. But hey, thinking is not our strong suit, and I have a feeling this log fork is not going to fit on this shelf, but Hey, you know what? Again, I thought, and I was wrong. We're just gonna leave this guy in the bubble shed, I think. That's probably gonna be the best spot for him. Because all of our other sheds are pretty much full. So that's not a problem, but hey, that's why we got this guy. Alright, well, it looks like we have some more mix ready to go, so we'll get this guy topped up, give the cows just one more round. We'll probably just leave it in there for the night, and we'll go pick up the 6930, start doing some foraging, because we got to get that done. We got such a nice autumn sunset going on right now. It'd be nice to just get out, do the last of our field work really for the year. I guess we could spray our other field in December, but you know, really not a huge rush on getting that done. And might not hurt to get some more silage just dropped in this guy before we start doing that. That way it's got plenty of mix for us for the next couple months. And I suppose now that we've got a wheel loader and a really big bucket, it'd be worth it to start doing some manure again. We pretty much got our greenhouses just fully topped off, which is amazing, but and I think it's going to last us a while, so everything else we get now that's pretty much free, besides the straw, is going to last us a while. And wow, they did take a whole another mixer, but that's alright. Hungry cattle. Here is our beautiful beast. It's just an absolute monster with these dual continentals on the front and back. But no, this guy's looking good. It does have a bit more of a square nose than some of these more modern fence, but you know what? I like it. It looks like this is a Vario, actually, so that's awesome. You know, Fent 924. I suppose we can just call it the Fent. We could come up with a green monster for it. What? Did I just say we could come up with a green monster for it? Because I was thinking we could come up with a nickname for it, and it could be the Green Monster. So we'll get this guy put away, and you know what? We're gonna have to call it a night there. It's been a good one. We've gotten so much done. We've gotten a new tractor. We've gotten a new wheel loader. Looks like we got our eggs sorted out. So I don't know. Things are on the upswing. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to the future, and I hope to see you there in the next episode. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a good one. Bye-bye.